have stuff to do.
I have stuff to do too.
What do you have to do?
I need to go to Walgreens and UPS and not die on the way because it's raining.
So if it wasn't raining, dying on the way is acceptable? Is that what we're implying here?
I just mean it would be my own fault. I don't want the rain to cause me any problems.
Your inability to drive in the rain is also your own fault.
I can drive in the rain. It's everybody else that's the issue.
What? I mean, we live with a bunch of villagers. That's true.
Yeah. The people in this town don't know how to drive because it's expanding rapidly, and apparently that means the rules of the road change, so they can't pay attention.
No, it's not that it changes, but they're just not used to having to look out for so many other drivers, as opposed to if you're driving through, like if we're on our way up to my parents' house and we pass through those small towns, you can generally like cut in and out of a lane or go into a parking lot or out without really having to pay too much attention because there's not that much traffic. It's the same rules of the road, but now with this increased population, all of a sudden it's people just aren't used to it, the villagers, and they don't know how to drive. It's on them. Like they don't know how to adjust to having such a high volume of other vehicles.
You just look.
Yeah, they don't.
It makes driving scary here sometimes. And nobody turns on their headlights in the rain. I don't get it.
I think a lot of people usually have the auto headlights, right? Like, it's a safety feature, the daytime running lights and like auto lights just when it gets dark out. But I think the other issue is because of that, if someone, say you're going somewhere at night and you turn off your headlights so you don't like shine it through a window or whatever, the next morning, if you're going out, people generally forget that it's not on auto anymore. Mm-hmm. So if it starts raining, they just assume that their running lights are on. Like I've done it a couple times where I'm like, oh, right, it's not on auto, and I have to switch it back. Because it's
my
not
running
something
lights are
that
like always on.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you came home like late at night, right, and you knew that I was sleeping in the front room and you didn't want to blast the room with light, you could turn off your headlights while you pull into the driveway. And then the next morning, you'd probably forget to turn them back to auto.
Yeah, I've done that a few times here, actually, when I'm like, I don't want to shine the light in our neighbors' fucking faces because their blinds are right there.
That's what I'm saying. But I usually like look for it when it starts raining now because like it's just something repetitive people have to get used to, but they don't.
Well,
you know what's also repetitive? The number of times those eyes roll. That's what I was
literally talking and you just interrupted me.
You were half a syllable into that. Don't even try.
That's still talking.
I wasn't done with my thought. More accurately, I think my thought wasn't done with me, but it's fine. I was going to say, the only thing more repetitive than your eye rolls is the episode number. It's 166.
Okay, I was gonna guess 165.
But that's probably because I just made repetitive.
That's probably because I just made the like thumbnail for that, and I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, but which part of that is repetitive? That was my whole sentence.
Okay, 166.
Oh man, it's gonna be real bad next week.
Why?
Because you just have the number, and it's going to be annoying. You know what you have one of next week? After 66.
67?
You got to do the hand motion. You're not a kid anymore.
I don't know what the hand motion is. I've just heard the kids going 6, 7.
Somebody help me with grandma over here. Somebody.
I don't hang around kids, okay? Have you been? And do I need to be concerned?
I guess I just have friends. My bad.
Young friends.
Young friends. Yeah, that are like 23. So young.
I think, well, yeah, that's like the youngest friend I have, I think.
Yeah, my youngest like coworkers are probably like 20, 22, somewhere in that range.
I never think I'm that old. And then like I catch myself saying things that old people would say, and I'm like,
What do old people say? Give us an example.
like when you're outside and it's raining and you're like, ah, we really needed this rain.
Are you a farmer, Grandma?
That's an old people thing.
Yeah. Nobody in this city really needs rain. Like
Or
the trees need rain.
Kids these days.
Kids these days. That's what you're going with? That's your grandma speak? Kids these days in the rain.
I really have fun when I'm like babysitting or with kids and stuff. And I had this kid I used to nanny. She was like, I think that kids really like you because you don't mind being childish and like playing and having fun. And I'm like,
Do you mind relating to kids? That's a crazy take on taking care of children.
and I'm like, yeah, like I just treat kids like they're people because they are, you know, like I don't know. But what I do know is that this is another episode of Mindless Prattle, and we're going to talk to you about things and stuff. That's Jordan. I'm Ripley. We're your illustrious hosts, and we're back at it again.
You didn't like my intro?
You didn't say a whole intro.
Yeah, it did. It's episode 166. I said it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Not the name of the podcast, my name, your name, nothing?
Look, if your thumbnails aren't pulling their weight, that's on you. All right?
I think the last thumbnail did pretty good. I changed it up a little bit.
I didn't get to see it. I don't know.
You should have.
Thank goodness. I should have. Wow.
So, like, I haven't done a ton of stuff where I'm, like, out and about.
All right. And that was the end of... She doesn't have any stories.
Can you stop? So I was going to say, I want to talk about the BAFTA Game Awards. So they took place on Friday the 17th.
What's BAFTA stand for?
That's a great question. British actor something?
British actors for the awards. What is
British Academy of Film and Television Arts.
that? Not even close.
I got British.
You got British. Oh, good.
So,
okay.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33 won 3 awards for Best Game, Debut Game, and Performer in a Leading Role for Jennifer English, which, if you don't know who she is, can you see Shadowheart in the background?
You can see her upside down face.
Okay, well, Jennifer English plays Shadowheart, so that's probably like the main place you've heard of her from.
We're literally talking about another one of her accomplishments, and you're like, you haven't heard of her in that, though. Like, what?
Well, because like a lot of people don't know game actors, you know, like I only know the ones in like Resident Evil or in Baldur's Gate, because like those actors are really active on social media, so they've posted a lot of videos and things.
Claire Obscure is one of the best-selling games of the year.
Yeah, but that
for
doesn't
a
mean
lot of
people know
different
who's in
things.
it.
Why do you think people know who was in Baldur's Gate? Because it was a really popular game,
I
and they
guess
looked
that's
up
true.
the act. It's the same relationship, but you tried to tie it back to this
That's
instead
true.
of her current
Well,
accomplishments.
Jennifer
is what I'm
English
saying.
is an amazing woman. My friend has actually met her, so shout out to Sammy if you are listening. But she won Best Performer in a Leading Role, and very well deserved. I didn't play Claire Obscure, but Jordan did, and just from what I've seen of it, it looks really amazing.
No, it's really good.
And then, do you know what the game Dispatch is? Because I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's the it's like superhero sort of like dispatching, like it's like a 911 operator, but for superheroes is what the vibe I got from it.
Okay.
Like
Well,
you're dispatching superheroes to emergencies and,
it
like managing.
also
a team.
won 3 sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It also won 3 awards for animation, audio achievement, and performer in a supporting role for Jeffrey Wright. Don't know who Jeffrey Wright is, but you go, Jeffrey Wright. You did great. Ghost of Yotai won 2 for music and technical achievement.
I think it's nice that they include video games in their television and like video awards.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places they separate the two as different like forms of media, you know.
And I just from watching, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Just
we
from
never do. This is your story.
You made me forget what I was thinking. Just
Something
from
about
watching
throats.
the videos that I can't remember her name, but she plays Grace in the new Resident Evil. Just to watch, it was her first voice acting role, and they said it took over like 18 months, I think, to film all the cutscenes. But just seeing what these actors have to go through for motion capture and like they are every bit as hardcore actors as the ones you see on television screens. Like it is still a ton of work. Atom Fall won British game. Did it come out last year?
Atom Fall. It did. The story was nice. I couldn't get into the gameplay of it. It just...
Is that the one that's in Russia?
I think so. It was about like a... What's it called?
Every week.
Yeah, it was about like experiments gone wrong at a reactor, and they had to close off like some towns because of it. And I didn't get too far into the story.
Well,
so.
it won British game. I guess that's like, stop it. Trying to keep the cat from like attacking the cameras. I guess that's British game of the year. It just says British game. Death Stranding 2 won Artistic Achievement. No Man's Sky won Evolving Game, which is pretty cool because, like, it's won several years, right?
The dedication of the team for No Man's Sky is crazy. Like, especially for how long it's been. Like, when did No Man's Sky come out?
Like 2016, I want to say.
Boy, I spelled that entirely wrong.
How did you spell it? It's pretty...
No, I spelled initial wrong.
Oh.
It was August 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
for
really good
like
at
a
this.
decade of support is crazy for a video game. You know?
Yeah, and I mean, especially considering where they started, and how upset people were when it first came out. Like the tenacity of the team to just go, no, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make this better. Like we're gonna make the best game we can. I think that's really cool. They didn't make it as like we failed. Like we should give up. You know.
And the who else was it? Just in like space related games, Starfield just had dropped their DLC as well.
Oh,
I think it's on Games Pass.
I haven't played in a while because I don't have Games Pass anymore.
It supposedly it expands on the story, and I'm like, I've never gotten more than like 20% of the way through the story.
I know. I think
There's
I did
so
like the
many
first
sides.
2 or 3 missions, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna go explore planets now.
Did you catch that, chat?
What?
Did you catch that? The audio will catch it.
What?
Mid sentence, just anyway, like, throwing me off.
What did I do?
You just start talking over me. You always complain when I do it, but when I point it out to you, you get sad.
Because I feel bad. I try really hard not to.
You do
and
not.
sometimes I don't even notice that I'm doing it.
I know. Every time you don't notice, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know what's happening with me.
You have a lot of ghosts moving in, and they're just horny. Long silence for reality to set in there.
I told Jordan last night he went to bed. We were both in bed. He fell asleep, and I'm trying to fall asleep. And I cannot stop coughing. And I'm like, I'm really hot. So I'm like, am I coughing because I'm hot? Like,
yeah.
So I started drinking water. I was trying not to wake Jordan up because I'm fucking coughing like right after he fell asleep. But my throat's, I don't know if it's just the like rain or whatever, but my body's not happy.
The ghost came in from the rain. That's what I heard. What?
So Death Stranding 2... Oh, no, we already said that.
Oh, no, we said that.
Blueprints won game design, which you played that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very unique. It's very fun.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 won narrative. Arc Raiders won multiplayer, which I think is cool.
Your second cat is banging on these doors, and she's about to, like, break her paw off.
She's like, why have you locked me out of my closet?
It's... I don't know if you can see it in the shot, but like I put these doors back up behind me, and the cat apparently is not happy about it.
No.
She was trying to like hit them. Like, get out of the way.
And Arc Raiders won multiplayer, which makes sense. I think that game kind of took everybody by storm this year. Or last year.
Yeah, it's good.
South of Midnight won new intellectual property, and Lego Party won family. And then I've never heard of this game. I don't know if I'm going to say it right. Despelote, a debut game, won Game Beyond Entertainment. I don't know if maybe it's supposed to be Despelot or something. Let me look it up.
Game Beyond. I haven't heard of that.
No, have I?
What is it?
Oh, it's a slice of life adventure game about childhood. It's probably Despelote because it says it's from Quito, Ecuador.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cute. I don't know if it's something I would really enjoy playing, but it looks cool. Like it's popular in Switch. I think that's all the awards. Yeah. I only heard about it because of Jennifer English winning, because it's British,
BAFTA.
so it's not my first.
I think like the anime of the year awards come out soon too. I know voting ended last week.
Oh, okay. Jujutsu Kaisen's probably gonna win something. I don't know what, but something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, voting closed the 14th.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like looking it up on Crunchyroll. What would you say was your anime of the year last year? Because you watch a ton of anime.
I do not. What is a ton? Like, is it more or less than your K-dramas? Because I'm willing to bet you watch more K-dramas than I watch anime.
No.
What was that? No.
That's not true.
I would never. Dude, every day I come home, you're watching a different one. All right. It's rare that I come home in consecutive days and the same one is on. Okay.
Some of them are really short.
Oh. Like that's what are you talking about? Some of them are short.
The 2026 lineup of it's musical artists. I didn't know they have like a whole like convention thing for this.
For animes?
The anime awards, yeah. Let me see. I just wanted to see the categories that they were voting on.
There's a lot.
So there's anime of the year, film of the year. Let's see who was nominated for anime of the year. Dan to Dan. Gotcha Kuda. I don't know how to say that.
Let's see what came out in 2025.
My Hero Academia. Takopi's Original Sin. Apothecary Diary Season 2. The Summer Hikaru Died. I didn't watch any of those.
I think Solo Leveling Season 2 came out last year. That was probably the one that I watched. That was, yeah. I'm like scrolling through. That was probably the best one that came out.
I cannot wait until season 3 of that comes out. I genuinely think that is probably the best anime I've ever seen in my life. Like, I love Solo Leveling so much more than I expected to. Especially from the way it starts. Just it opens up with a bang, and
just with death and horror.
Yeah, it never stops. It like the story is consistently good, and I feel like with a lot of animes, there's just one or two filler episodes where you're like, okay, like whatever. But Solo Leveling
has one of the lowest rated episodes of them.
Doesn't it also have the highest rated episode?
Yeah, it's because they like mid-second season they put out a recap episode. Like that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, we probably didn't watch
that
it.
recap episode was just terrible. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, best continuing series, Solo Leveling Season 2 was nominated for, and so was One Piece. Because of course. I love One Piece so much.
One Piece wrapped up Season 1. That was good. They're on to Season 2.
I told Jordan my favorite story about One Piece was one of the people from Toei was talking about how when Oda is in the studio and they'll be like, oh, we need to cut all this stuff from the manga. Like it can't make it into the anime.
Because there's so much that they have to pick and choose to make it through the story. Otherwise, you'd still be like on the first island.
Yeah, and then
like every season.
They're like, oh, we don't have the money for this. And Oda just comes back with, okay, so find the money. And the guy in this interview, he goes, so we find the money.
Yeah, like you had he's like, you're not cutting this out. And they're like, all right, well, we got to figure out. I think that's good and that's bad because they'll keep things in that's included, but it's bad because now if you can't find the money, but you still need to include all these things, the budget for each of the scenes is down a little bit.
That does make sense,
what I mean?
yeah. Plus,
like
I
the
do
background,
think
like the story, like
when it comes to adaptations,
props,
I don't think that you should always have the final say as the original like creator of something.
Because if you're gonna say like, oh, these story elements have to be included, but the result is the same, I feel like a lot of what they're gonna cut out are the fights, because the fights are one of the most expensive to animate, right? So to put it in live action with all these like CGI effects and things, that's going to take up a lot of money. So they're going to shorten the fights, I feel like, more than anything else, you know?
I feel like they should just make the fights like take one whole episode instead of 35.
I'm talking about live action.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the live action, the fights are going to suffer because of this budget thing.
I
more than
loved the
anything
live
else.
action, but
Like you could see it in season 2, episode 8. We watched yesterday or the day before. That fight was maybe like 5-6 minutes.
yeah.
Like which sounds like a lot, but there were 3-4 punches that whole time, and then
Yeah,
like
it did
barely
feel
any
a bit
coordination,
rushed.
and you're like, okay, well, it didn't really feel serious. Like it didn't feel like the weight that the anime has when it comes to
Yeah,
fights.
and
you know?
I think so much of it doesn't translate well to like live action, like Chopper's, what is it called? Like his different forms.
Oh my gosh, dude, his face changes, which is strange to me. I'm like, what?
It looks so silly. I loved it. It was very campy, but like it definitely isn't as emotional as the anime.
No.
Although the guy who played Hiriluk,
Yeah, he was the best.
yeah,
in season
his
2.
acting amazing. Loved
Like,
him. He made me cry.
For I'm gonna be in this season and no other seasons. Fantastic
Like
actor.
he gave it his all.
Like who was that?
And that's the thing. His name is very similar to Hiriluk.
Oh yeah, we looked
Remember we
that
looked
up.
it up?
Yeah. We looked that up. What is what's his name? Mark Hiriluk.
Hiriluk, yeah.
Mark Hiriluk is Dr.
Like-
Hiriluk.
Like he just
He's a great actor.
standout actor. I thought that Wapol didn't do a great job, but I think it's because of the costuming they gave him. Like I think it was very hard to act around those like fake metal jaws. It made it a little difficult to enjoy. But
What else has
digress.
Mark been in? Let's look. He's in One Piece, The Chosen Adventures, The Rookie, The Morning Show, Preacher. I've seen him in something. I can't remember what.
that's how I felt about a lot of the actors in the live action. I was like, I swear I've seen you before.
The Mentalist. I've seen that TV show. 42. It's a good movie. Lie to Me is a good TV show. He was in Breaking Bad as a doctor in Breaking Bad. He was a doctor in The Big Bang Theory. He plays a lot of doctors. It's like 4 doctors so far. I've definitely seen him before, but I don't know that he's had any like main roles in movies and things. But
I
he's
think
really
a lot
good.
of the people who
He was in Grey's
auditioned for One
Anatomy.
Piece. Sorry, what?
He was in Grey's Anatomy.
Who do you play?
Keith Polis. He was in one episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, it's probably a patient.
Yeah, he's in like one episode of a lot of different things. There's not a lot that he's in that's like consistent.
I think a lot of people auditioned for the live action because they were such big fans of One Piece.
Yeah. He was in Jurassic Park 3.
Who's in Jurassic Park 3?
Ben Hildebrand.
Oh, isn't Ben I think Ben is the kid.
I don't know. I mean, it was what 25 years.
Yeah, because
ago,
Jurassic
so.
Park 3, like these parents are looking for their missing kid who was like doing some adventure stuff with like an uncle, I think. And I'm pretty sure the kid's name is Ben.
It says he was only in 2 episodes of this season of One Piece. I feel like he was in 3.
Maybe they're
Is it
not
only
counting
2?
flashback scenes.
He's still in it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the category I wanted to know the most about is for the Anime Awards for Best Isekai Anime.
Oh yeah.
Campfire
yeah.
Cooking in Another World was nominated. I
What
love
were the
that
nominees
show.
for that? Because I can't remember what I voted for.
Campfire Cooking, Disney Twisted Wonderland, From Bureaucrat to Villainess, Dad's Been Reincarnated, Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, ReZero, Starting Life in Another World Season 3, and then something called Zenshu.
ReZero is a really good anime too.
I think I've seen you watch it before, yeah.
I think I've only watched like the first 2 seasons, I want to say.
There's like just so many that I don't know, but there's so many animes in general. I probably will never be able to watch all of them.
Yeah. What was the name of that website I used to go to?
Must protect at all costs character.
Yep.
Best opening sequence.
Here we go. If you really like an anime but you don't know what other ones are similar, you should go to this website. It's great. It's malmap.net. It's a map of like all these animes, right?
Oh, I think you've
click
showed this to me
on
before.
click on that top left and you can search for an anime, or if you see it you can just grab it. And it'll show you like all the connected animes that are like similar themes. Like if you just click on,
It doesn't have campfire cooking.
no, I don't think it's updated very regularly is the problem.
Rude.
Yeah. Like I don't know when the last time someone updated it, but
It's been a while because solo leveling's also not on there.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it for some of like you can click on Demon Slayer and it has a bunch of other ones that are connected to it, like To Your Eternity, Kimono's Journey.
From year
Galaxy
1960 to
Express.
2025, it says. So I guess it has some 2025 ones.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Black Butler.
But it's a good website that I use every once in a while. Not as much recently, but
What was your first anime that you ever watched?
the first one that I watched, probably One Punch Man. I want to say.
I feel like you didn't watch that too long ago, or did you just like rewatch it?
I had to rewatch it because there was a long gap between the first season and the second season coming out. I think the third season's coming out now or just came out, but I haven't seen that one. It's good though.
Mine was Inuyasha.
Yeah. That is just an okay anime.
I love it.
The whole premise is crazy.
What do you mean?
They're just like, we smashed a rock into lots of pieces, and now we're on a journey to find the rock together.
Yeah.
Like, okay. But every decision they make was like they were in kindergarten, and they were like, this is the decision.
They are
like,
very dumb.
They're
But
so stupid.
to be
I hate
fair,
it. And I'm like,
in like the first little bit, Kagome is 15 years old.
so what? The 15-year-old should have more like cognitive abilities than that. It's terrible.
It came out a long time ago, okay? I think my second one was Black Butler.
I think I only watched a little bit of that.
Me and Chelsea used to watch it together all the time. But you needed like your anime crushes, so like Inuyasha and Sesshomaru. I learned something the other day where like the voice actor of Sesshomaru is really big and is in something else. But I can't remember if it was like the English version. David K. And he was in something else that I saw recently where I was like, holy crap. Who's also in Yasha Hime, Princess Half Demon. Oh, yeah. He plays Megatron in Transformers and Clank in Ratchet and Clank.
Those are two wildly different voices. But
Right?
that's cool. That's, yeah. What?
Voice actors are really
Okay.
amazing to me. But, yeah. I love Sesshomaru and Inuyasha. I haven't watched the new anime, though. That's like with their kids.
Neither have I.
But, yeah. So,
All right. Take us out of here.
okay, goodbye. All right. This has been episode 166 of Mindless Prattle. If you liked what you heard, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, whatever you're doing on whatever website you're watching or listening on. We appreciate you, and we hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.